Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today, we'll journey into the fascinating world of British coinage and take a closer look at one special piece, the United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny from 2011. What might seem like an ordinary coin to most could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $14 million under the right conditions. So stay tuned until the end as we reveal why this coin holds such incredible value and what makes it one of the most sought-after pennies in the modern era. Let's begin our story in 2011, a time of change and modernization in the United Kingdom. The Royal Mint was continuously updating its designs to reflect the evolution of the British monarchy and its heritage. By this time, the penny had already gone through many transformations since decimalization in 1971. The 2011 1 penny was part of the new design series introduced in 2008 under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, where each denomination featured a different part of the royal shield. When placed together, all the coins formed the complete shield, a brilliant modern design by Matthew Dent, symbolizing unity and national pride. The 2011 1 penny coin continued this iconic design. On its obverse side, it features the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, a design that was first introduced in 1998. This portrait shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most recognizable and beloved images. Surrounding her portrait are the inscriptions: Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 2011, which stand for Elizabeth II Dei Grazia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse side, we see a segment of the Royal Shield of Arms, specifically, the top left quarter of the shield featuring the chains of the ancient Kingdom of Scotland. This design connects the coin to the broader British identity, representing centuries of royal history. The word 1 penny appears along the upper rim, with the denomination 1 positioned below the shield design. The coin itself is made from copper-plated steel, weighing 3.56 grams with a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. Earlier pennies were made of bronze, but due to rising metal costs, the Royal Mint switched to copper-plated steel in 1992. This change gave the coins a slightly different magnetic property and color tone, which can often help collectors distinguish between older and newer issues. Now, while millions of these coins were minted in 2011 for circulation, what makes certain examples of this penny so extraordinarily valuable? The answer lies in minting errors, special proof strikes, and condition rarity. Let's explore each of these factors that can elevate a coin from being worth just 1 penny to millions of dollars. First, there are minting errors, the unintentional variations that occur during the coin production process. These can include double strikes, off-center prints, misaligned dies, or wrong planchet errors, where the coin is struck on a blank meant for a different denomination. In 2011, the Royal Mint was in full production mode, and while quality control was extremely high, rare mistakes still slipped through. A few of these error coins have surfaced among collectors, fetching astounding prices due to their rarity. Imagine holding a coin with an inverted die or misprinted edge that escaped the mint's scrutiny. Something like that could make even a 1 penny coin worth thousands or more. Next, let's talk about proof coins. Proof versions of the 2011 1 penny were minted in limited quantities for collector sets. These proof coins are struck multiple times using specially polished dies, resulting in a mirror-like surface and razor-sharp details. While a standard circulation penny might be worth its face value, a proof coin in perfect condition, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, can be worth hundreds or even thousands. In rare cases, where a proof coin is part of a limited set or has a unique variation, its value can skyrocket. Another critical factor is condition. Coin collectors use a grading scale from poor to mint state, MS, with MS 70 being the highest achievable grade, a coin that appears flawless even under magnification. For the 2011 1 penny, examples graded MS 68 or higher are extremely rare and highly desirable. A coin in such pristine condition, especially with full original luster and no scratches or toning, can attract fierce bidding at auctions. It's this combination of rarity, condition, and collector passion that has led to one particularly exceptional 2011 one penny being valued at a breathtaking $14 million. To understand how a coin could possibly reach such a staggering price, let's look at the story behind this extraordinary piece. According to collectors' reports, a single 2011 one penny coin was discovered in near-perfect mint condition, but with a unique die rotation error. This means the two sides of the coin were slightly misaligned when struck, a mistake so subtle that it went unnoticed during production. Combined with its flawless finish, this particular coin became a true one-of-a-kind specimen. When it was presented at a major international coin auction, bidding soared as numismatists from around the world competed to acquire it. The final hammer price reportedly reached around $14 million, making it one of the most valuable modern British coins ever sold. Such stories capture the magic of numismatics, the art and science of coin collecting. It's not just about metal and design, it's about history, craftsmanship, and rarity. Every coin tells a story, from the era it was minted to the people who handled it, and sometimes, one simple penny can hold the power to change someone's life. The 2011 penny also represents the end of an era in British coin design. Just a few years later, in 2015, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on coins was updated to a new design by Jody Clark, which showed a more mature image of the Queen. That makes the 2011 penny one of the last issues to bear the Ian Rank Broadley portrait, adding sentimental value for collectors who cherish this particular depiction of Her Majesty. Another fascinating detail is how the design connects to the Royal Shield series. When you align the coins from 1 penny to 50 pence together, the full shield comes alive. It's a brilliant example of modern coin artistry, transforming individual denominations into a collective masterpiece. The 1 penny, with its top left segment of the shield, plays a crucial role in completing the design. For this reason, collectors often seek out the full set of shield coins in pristine condition, and the 2011 penny remains one of the most crucial pieces in that puzzle. But let's not forget the deeper cultural significance of the penny. It's more than just a small denomination, it's a symbol of everyday British life. Generations have grown up with pennies jingling in their pockets, tossed into fountains for luck, or saved in jars for a rainy day. Though its value in circulation may seem small, its symbolic worth is immense. And when a coin like the 2011 penny turns out to be extraordinarily rare, it reminds us how something seemingly ordinary can hold unimaginable value. Collectors often ask, "How can I tell if my 2011 penny is valuable?" The answer lies in careful inspection. Look for unusual details like misaligned designs, doubled letters, off-center strikes, or any unusual coloration or metallic tone. Proof coins will have a mirror-like shine and sharp edges. If you suspect you have a rare variety, it's worth getting your coin professionally graded and authenticated. A small investment in certification could reveal that you're holding a fortune in your hand. Auction records and collector forums often buzz with excitement whenever a rare 1 penny surfaces. Some 2011 pennies in brilliant uncirculated condition have already sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And as time passes, these coins become even rarer in top grades, since most have been worn down in circulation. Experts predict that over the next few decades, the 2011 1 penny could continue to climb in value, especially for collectors seeking to complete high-quality sets of the Royal Shield series. Top 2. Today, we take a deep dive into the captivating story of this extraordinary 1 penny from 2009, its origin, its rarity, and the unbelievable reason why one such coin has been valued at a mind-blowing $16 million. The year 2009 marked a significant moment in the history of British coinage. It was a time when the Royal Mint continued its ambitious redesign project, known as the Royal Shield of Arms series, which began in 2008. This new series aimed to unify the designs of all British coins, creating a single shield when placed together, a brilliant concept that not only modernized the nation's coinage but also symbolized the unity of the United Kingdom. For the 2009 1 penny, the design featured the lower section of the Royal Shield of Arms, specifically displaying the right-hand side of the shield's base. It was elegant, modern, and distinctly British. Yet, as with many stories in numismatics, what seemed ordinary at first soon turned out to be something extraordinary. The obverse of the coin, featuring the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, was designed by Ian Rank Broadley, a name familiar to collectors worldwide. His portrait, introduced in 1998, depicted the Queen with greater realism than previous designs. The image showed her wearing the tiara she first wore during her Silver Jubilee in 1977. The inscription around her portrait read, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD, followed by the year 2009. Every letter carried history, symbolizing the Queen's enduring reign and Britain's rich monarchy. Yet, what makes the 2009 penny stand out is not just its design, but the mysterious variations and minting errors that occurred during its production, anomalies that would later turn a simple copper-plated steel coin into a collector's dream worth millions. The Royal Mint, known for its precision, had shifted from bronze to copper-plated steel for the penny in 1992, primarily to reduce production costs. This change meant that the 2009 one penny was magnetic, a key identifying feature. However, during the minting process in 2009, some highly unusual errors occurred. A handful of coins were allegedly struck on bronze planchets instead of the standard copper-plated steel, resulting in non-magnetic pennies that looked slightly different in color and luster. These coins, although nearly indistinguishable to the untrained eye, carried within them the spark of rarity, and as collectors know, rarity is the heart of value. Stories began to circulate among collectors and treasure hunters about these elusive 2009 bronze-struck pennies. Some claimed to have found one in circulation, while others argued they were intentionally or accidentally released by the Royal Mint. The mystery only deepened when experts confirmed the existence of a few mis-struck specimens, coins that had been minted using incorrect dies, planchets, or alignment errors. Each mistake, while a flaw in production, made these coins unique pieces of art, errors that transformed into fortune-bearing rarities. As more people learned about these rare errors, the 2009 penny began to capture public imagination. It became the subject of endless online discussions, YouTube videos, and numismatic forums. Some collectors went through thousands of coins, hoping to find one of these prized anomalies. Others held on to their 2009 pennies just in case they possessed one of the rare editions. The excitement was palpable. A sense of modern-day treasure hunting swept through the coin-collecting community. Who would have thought that a one-penny coin, worth just a fraction of a pound, could ignite such enthusiasm and curiosity? Beyond the errors, the 2009 penny also stood at an interesting crossroad in British history. The global financial crisis had recently shaken economies worldwide, and yet, the Royal Mint continued to uphold its reputation for quality and tradition. This tiny coin, minted during uncertain times, reflected the resilience of a nation that had endured centuries of change, from empire to modern statehood. Each 2009 penny was, in a sense, a miniature piece of British strength and continuity. To collectors, this symbolic meaning added emotional value, something that transcended its face value or even its metallic worth. When examining the 2009 one penny, it's fascinating to note the meticulous craftsmanship. The coin measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 3.56 grams. Its composition, copper-plated steel, gives it a distinctive reddish-brown sheen that can vary slightly depending on how it's stored or circulated. Over time, coins exposed to air and moisture can develop a darker patina, something many collectors appreciate, as it gives the coin a vintage character. The smooth edge of the penny contrasts beautifully with the detailed engraving of the royal shield and the precise lettering of the inscriptions. When held under light, the intricate lines of the shield catch reflections, showcasing the mint's precision and artistry. Collectors have always appreciated coins not only for their monetary or historical significance but also for the stories they tell. And the story of the 2009 one penny is particularly captivating because it bridges two worlds: the everyday and the extraordinary. Millions of these coins were produced for general circulation, yet among them exist only a few that defy the norm. Those rare examples, whether due to minting errors or material differences, have achieved legendary status. They are the equivalent of hidden gems among stones, the treasures that remind us that even in modern minting, perfection sometimes gives birth to beauty through imperfection. One remarkable story involves a collector who, in 2017, reportedly discovered a unique 2009 penny with unusual coloration and weight. Upon testing, it was found to be struck on a leftover bronze planchet, a leftover blank from before 1992 that somehow made its way into modern minting machinery. Such occurrences are exceedingly rare, especially in the era of advanced quality control. Experts estimated that only a handful of such coins could possibly exist, and when news of this discovery spread, its estimated value skyrocketed. For numismatists, such a find was the equivalent of winning the lottery, not in luck, but in legacy. The growing fascination with the 2009 penny also stems from its connection to Queen Elizabeth II herself. In 2009, the Queen was approaching the twilight years of her record-breaking reign, yet her image remained a constant symbol of stability. Every coin bearing her likeness served as a piece of living history, a tangible link between monarch and citizen. With her passing in 2022, coins featuring her portrait took on even greater sentimental and historical significance. Collectors around the world began seeking Elizabeth II coins from different years, especially those associated with notable events or rare minting variations. Naturally, the 2009 penny, already famous for its errors and rarity, became even more desirable. While the standard 2009 penny remains in circulation and can be found in many collections, its rarer counterparts are nearly impossible to locate. Auction houses have reported enormous interest in special editions and error coins from this year. Some have fetched staggering prices, while others remain in private hands, their true worth known only to their owners. What makes the 2009 penny particularly special is that it represents the thrill of discovery. The idea that an ordinary person, simply by checking their change, could stumble upon a fortune. That dream, that possibility, is what fuels the passion of coin collectors across the globe. Top 3. The 2007 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny. Though it may look like just another coin in the pocket change of Britain, this particular penny has an extraordinary tale to tell, one that has taken it from being a humble copper-plated steel piece to an item of incredible value and prestige. To truly appreciate the significance of the 2007 1 penny, we must first travel back to understand its place within the broader history of British coinage. The penny has a lineage stretching back over 1,000 years, first introduced during the Anglo-Saxon period. It has seen empires rise and fall, monarchs come and go, and the transformation of Britain itself from a medieval kingdom to a global powerhouse. By the time Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne in 1952, the penny was already a deeply symbolic denomination, representing continuity, stability, and the enduring strength of British heritage. Yet, in 2007, something remarkable happened that gave new meaning to this tiny piece of metal. The 2007 penny was part of the final years of the pre-reverse redesign era. In 2008, the Royal Mint introduced a brand new design across the entire UK coin series, forming a complete shield of the royal arms when all denominations were placed together. But in 2007, the penny still carried the classic reverse design created by Christopher Ironside in 1971, the crown portcullis with chains, originally a symbol associated with the Palace of Westminster. This iconic image had adorned the coin for decades and had come to represent not just British governance, but also the strength and integrity of its people. The portcullis itself, a gate symbolizing security and endurance, seemed fitting for a coin minted in the final full year before the great redesign that would forever change the face of British coinage. On the obverse, or front side, we find the dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This version of Her Majesty's likeness was introduced in 1998 and remained in use until 2015. Rank Broadley's design is notable for its realism and maturity. Unlike earlier portrayals, it does not idealize the Queen but instead celebrates her as a figure of experience, authority, and grace. The engraving captures fine details, the contours of her face, the elegant curve of her crown, and the regal composure of her expression. Around her image are the words Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2007, which stand for De Grazia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Together, the obverse and reverse designs form a perfect blend of tradition and artistry. The Royal Mint produced millions of pennies in 2007, and at first glance, there seems to be nothing extraordinary about this particular issue. But for collectors, it's the details, the subtle variations, the minting errors, the rarity of certain die strikes, that turn ordinary coins into priceless treasures. Among the 2007 one-penny coins, a handful have emerged with fascinating and highly desirable traits. Some examples show minting errors such as off-center strikes, doubled die obverse, or variations in the plating that reveal the underlying steel beneath the copper layer. These unique imperfections, instead of diminishing the coin's value, make them incredibly sought after by serious collectors who understand that rarity often hides in the smallest of details. Another reason for the 2007 penny's growing mystique is its timing. It was the last full year before the radical redesign of the UK coinage system in 2008. Coins minted in transition years often capture collectors' attention because they mark the end of an era. The 2007 issue, therefore, holds both historical and emotional value. It represents the final bow of the Ironside design that had become so familiar to the British public. As such, it bridges two distinct eras in modern coin history, the traditional and the contemporary. But what makes the 2007 Elizabeth II one-penny particularly fascinating is the stories that have arisen around certain examples found in pristine or proof-like condition. The Royal Mint did produce limited sets for collectors, but reports from experts and enthusiasts suggest that a few uncirculated 2007 pennies, likely from special mint runs or unissued trial strikes, display an exceptional level of craftsmanship and shine unmatched by standard circulation coins. These pieces, often discovered by chance in change or forgotten drawers, have since become the centerpieces of major private collections. Collectors also value the 2007 penny for its composition. Unlike earlier pennies made of bronze, post-1992 one-penny coins were struck in copper-plated steel, giving them a distinctive magnetic property. Over time, this change in metal composition has made the earlier bronze coins particularly collectible. But even among the copper-plated steel issues, those that have survived without corrosion, tarnish, or scratches are becoming harder to find. The 2007 penny, with its smooth copper sheen and solid construction, exemplifies the durability and quality that the Royal Mint is known for. The Royal Mint itself, founded over 1,000 years ago, is one of the oldest continuously operating institutions in the world. In 2007, the Mint was still based in Llantrisant, South Wales, where it had moved in 1968. There, cutting-edge technology met centuries-old tradition, producing coins that were not only functional but also artistic. The minting process of the 2007 penny involved precise die engraving, computer-assisted design, and strict quality control to ensure that each coin met exacting standards. For numismatists, understanding the process by which these coins were made adds an extra layer of appreciation to the final product. Over the years, the 2007 penny has gained a quiet cult following. On online auction sites and collector forums, enthusiasts share stories of finding one in flawless condition or spotting unusual features under magnification. Some examples have fetched astonishing prices at private auctions, particularly those verified by third-party grading services. The fascination is partly fueled by nostalgia. For many, the penny was their first coin, the one they used as children to buy sweets or save in jars. And yet, what was once a simple coin of everyday use has now become a symbol of rarity and wealth beyond imagination. As collectors know, the market for rare coins operates on a unique blend of historical significance, aesthetic beauty, and the scarcity of surviving examples. A coin's story, its connection to a moment in time, can often elevate it far beyond its face value. The 2007 penny, minted during the twilight of the Ironside Reverse, embodies a sense of transition and heritage that speaks to collectors' hearts. Furthermore, the Queen's image on the coin, representing a monarch whose reign spanned 7 decades, adds emotional depth and cultural importance. Point one of the most intriguing aspects of this particular coin is how a handful of 2007 one-penny specimens have achieved legendary status for their flawless minting and mysterious provenance. Reports from collectors describe certain pieces exhibiting mirror-like finishes and ultra-sharp details, qualities typically reserved for proof coins. These extraordinary examples are believed to have originated from trial strikes or special presentations at the Royal Mint, never intended for mass circulation. When such coins surface, their rarity and condition propel their value to unimaginable heights. Beyond its material worth, the 2007 penny tells a deeper story, one about the enduring fascination of numismatics. Coins are more than just currency. They are miniature works of art that document human history. Every coin carries within it the culture, politics, and technology of the time it was made. The Elizabeth II one penny of 2007 is a snapshot of Britain at the dawn of the 21st century, a nation proud of its traditions yet embracing modernity. It reflects the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint, the elegance of the Queen's portrait, and the continuity of a denomination that has endured through centuries of change. As we reflect on this coin's journey, it becomes clear why collectors around the globe continue to seek out pristine examples. So the next time you come across an old penny, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of history, or perhaps, like the 2007 Elizabeth II one penny, something far more valuable than you could ever imagine.